girls were diagnosed with autism at the age of 3.5. Prior to that, life had been pretty tough going because we knew there were difficulties, but we didn't really know what they were. So it was shortly after diagnosis we got word that we had a preschool place here in EISS. We were delighted with that. We knew it was exactly what they needed. Unfortunately, shortly afterwards we got word from the Department of Education that they would expect them to share their hours because they were twins. So that was really upsetting because we knew they were going to a place that they needed to go to, but they were going to be getting half the time that they needed. Well, the help we've gotten from the Brennan Charitable Trust has been amazing. As I said, at a time when we should have been grieving and coping with the diagnosis, we were faced with all this paperwork and we were getting red tape and no's everywhere. I think what amazed us most was that when there was an offer of help and we explained what we would need and why, that the answer was yes. It wasn't jump through another hoop or maybe you could have this, but there's a waiting list. It was yes, just at the time that we needed it. So we got the news that they would be able to help fund the girls for the full hours just before Christmas, which was amazing. It was actually like a Christmas miracle and such a weight off our shoulders to know that they could go in and do the full hours. The work that they were doing here was so intensive, and Molly and Nora are very difficult to get to know, to sort of intrude upon them and make any kind of connection with them is really, really difficult. So they were coming in for 2 hours a day rather than 4, and they got in the door and they were upset, and by the time they calmed down again it was time to go again nearly. So the girls here weren't getting to do the work with them that they needed to, which was very frustrating. So we knew once they had those extra hours it would make a huge difference. My husband likes to say that EISS and the Laura Brennan Foundation actually gave him back his children, because prior to that they would get very upset when he came home from work. They'd been with me all day and they actually couldn't cope with the idea that there was someone else in the world. They just, they'd flip out. So it was very hard for him to come home to screaming, and for other family members to get close to them as well. And that meant that it was a huge burden on me to be the only person they could really be with as well. So the work that EISS were able to do here, and with the extra hours then that we had from the foundation funding them, meant that they could spend the time getting close to the girls and teach them what other people are for, I suppose, and that it's fun to interact with them and that they can get you things. They will give you chocolate. They'll play with you and sort of do your bidding and stuff. So that meant that they could have more of a relationship with us and with family members. For them to be able to request things that they want is huge, and that's made such a difference to their temperament, I suppose, because the world is a lot less scary for them now. That they've got that. So that was really big, yeah.